And thank you everybody for actually participating in this intense week of workshops. So, no further ado, I would like to ask you to, in 5 minutes, present the general concept of the workshops, the theme again, the methodologies, the tools used, and with no further ado, I would like to give the floor to Alberto Fernandez, Rovi Desinger, Baha Udaibat, David Doria, Nikoletta Karastasi, with the workshop AI in+form, Baha-inspired solar designs in architecture.
Hi, thank you. So you see my screen okay, right?
Yes.
Awesome. So hi, we're the Rational Energy Architects, REAR. Our AI-informed workshop explores artificial intelligence-informed design pipelines and data flow focusing on solar designs. So it constructs an architecture both in its speculation on the future of light harvesting in urban contexts and data flow between software architectures. So AI is being studied as rule or agent-based and machine learning systems, working with the constraints of proprietary softwares, the combinatorial pipeline interfaces between Rhino, Grasshopper, Houdini, and Python's implementations of algorithm pix-to-pix. By combinatorial, we mean that computational components can be arranged freely according to the defined inputs as iterative feedback loops. And equally, form finding is not simply taken as optimal resultant shapes, but information that act as protocols or instruct the distribution of elements, operating in a straight relationship with an environment and its available energy. As inspired by organisms in nature, which win over all kinds of solar problems by each developing a unique solution, acting as models of cities and drivers of our key design principles.
How to diversify solutions in maximizing surface to volume ratio constraints beyond conventional tile paneling techniques that are often in direct energy competition with our surroundings? Focuses on organism biological and topological response to site conditions, understanding and utilizing principles behind their growth and aggregation. This project rethinks how to this may lead to efficient form finding and bio-design methodologies. Also, in recognizing their adaptability, the goal is a formulating of collaborative intelligence between different forms of biological topologies. Synthetic and designer intelligence, human-machine interactions. As a rule, agent-based intelligence, cellular automata, CA, is being studied as a complexity model from iterating simple rules, dynamic in its solutions, discrete in its structural composition, and material memory of a system. Complex patterns and classes emerge from interactions with its internal or external environments with a limited set of initial cells, seeds. Coupled with genetic algorithms as an artificial selection method, identifying generational and combinational optimal that evolves towards a valid set of options for a specific problem based on a particular parameters. In our case, the accumulation of discrete solar incidents on the surface of a form, like this one.
Conditional generative adversarial networks, or CGANs, as a learner in the process from the voxel aggregation data points, automates the CAGA feedback and adapts to new design context in an almost instantaneous manner when trained. So, machine learning is the scientific field that builds intelligent entities to reason over complex cases artificially. And its training process usually involves data sets that define to the AI algorithm what it should do. However, a poorly constructed data set can lead to the reinforcement of problematic biases if they are forsaken or ignored by developers. But this research chooses to take advantage of biases in machine learning to formulate human-machine interaction. The proposed meta-design pipeline takes data produced from computationally intensive and intuition-based processes to create the training material that helps the algorithm to learn hidden patterns, predicting results with relatively lightweight computation. Through this strategy, biointelligence and designer intuition are embedded into the algorithm. In this sense, three types of AI manifest themselves into an integrated workflow of optimization and generalization, aiming to reach an equilibrium between generative and discriminative models from different perspectives of a system.
So in diversifying solar design, AI-informed speculate to decentralize light harvesting and build the capacities of individuals to generate electricity locally. The designs are concurrently constrained and inspired by emerging smart materials like thin film, perovskite, and LSC technologies for solar designs to be taken indoors and to all kinds of surfaces in the built environment. In particular, carbon-based nanotubes would enable us to further parallel biomimicking and generative designs with energy dynamics of organisms, stimulating research that looks deeper into biological light harvesting systems. Of course, the complexity of parameters, the amounts of data and scales that have to be comprehended highlights the significance of AI-informed finding. The workshop results by our brilliant and talented participants are hosted on this virtual reality gallery. It is accessible as multiplayer via web browser. So you can scan this QR code for the link to our workshop, exhibition, and more updates with Rear. We hope to see you there and looking forward to the Q&A. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's a great work. Congratulations to you and your participants. Now we will move on to workshop Horta, Space Groups with Grasshopper with Dwayne McLemore. Dwayne, you have the floor.
Yes, can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent, perfect. Okay, so thank you very much to the organizers. This is great.